And they asked him about it, and his being on, trying to be the knucklehead that he was, he didn't want to admit that it was a stripper pole. Like, why would you have a pole in the middle of your house? We know what this is. He said, "Oh, I'm a huge fan of the first responders and firemen. So this is my."
Turn right onto Jewel Road.
No, we're not buying that. So we made loads of fun of him because we all knew that was a stripper pole.
I got one more, maybe two more if we have time. By the way, I fill in for
in a quarter mile. Turn left onto County Farm Road.
And we're going to interview your teammates because they've had to have more fun. All right, what question do I have that's really going to make the news? Here we go.
How about the night out?
Okay, your best night out in
At the stop sign, turn left onto County Farm Road.
Was it a strip joint?
No, so we had
fun.
Yes, that
was
would
it
have
been.
No, that was in Minnesota. I was not there. This one was a team event that we had downtown. Dan Snyder would rent out one of the restaurants called Alice. I don't even know if it's still there.
That's a good name.
And we would go down there as a team, and you'd bring your significant other or your date, and we walk in, and there was this little balcony, and on the balcony, standing on the balcony, were obviously some individuals that had been, let's just say, bribed to be there. And if you had come alone, you probably were not going home alone.
No way. See, now we're getting good. Go on.
Right, and it was not, you didn't have to. And it was, and I don't know how, I don't know what, I just know that they were there, right? So I walk in, but the part that was great was afterwards, we had a few drinks, and Corey Raymer, who was our center, great center from Wisconsin, I was leaving because I was the knucklehead that was leaving early, and he didn't want me to leave. And we're in, this is black tie affair. We're in our tuxes, and my tux is half out, and I've got I wore my Redskin socks underneath, and I've got them pulled up over top of my pants. We all were being complete boneheads. We started wrestling because he didn't want me to get into the limo. And we ended up, somehow I was in the limo, he was on top, I was standing through the sunroof, and we were wrestling, and I pulled him through, and he actually got stuck in the sunroof upside down. Because he was a portly man, you might say. And so I stood there for 20 minutes laughing at him because he was stuck in the sunroof upside down, and all you could do, you would look at the and this is before we had cell phone cameras, you would look at the limo and you saw his legs above, and then I would open the door and close the door, open the door and close the door, and he wasn't hanging through enough to actually be able to put his hands on the floor, so he was just stuck there.
Super quick follow-up. How many of your teammates went home with one of those ladies that you said were paid to be there?
I did not say they were paid to be there. I said they may have been bribed to be there. And I have absolutely no idea. I know I went home with my wife at the time.
Tell me off air, I'll tweet it out. From an unnamed source. Heather Park with news. I hope people enjoyed that. I tried my best, guys. I tried my best. Heather, what do you got coming up on the news? Maybe it's one of those John Jansen stories.
Well, no, it is a story for John, I think. And particularly for Christmas. If you get some bad gifts this year, John, I have the ultimate solution that I think is just made specifically for you.
All right.
Yeah.
The mental image of John Jansen walking into a dealership, just dropping $60K on somebody's desk. My goodness, that's amazing. 97 won the ticket.
In 1 mile, turn right onto South Michigan Avenue.
Days until Christmas, 2 weeks away, but that doesn't mean there's no time to get gifts. This Christmas, don't forget about the woman you love. Give her the next best thing to wearing nothing at all with soft, silky, naturally nude pajamas, exclusively from our friends at Pajamagram. Sensuous and smooth, the naturally nude pajamas feel just like her own bare skin. In fact, she's going to love slipping into these every night because the texture and the touch of these naturally nude pajamas is so soft and luxurious, they'll just melt away her stress. She'll love the feeling of wearing next to nothing at all almost as much as you do. So go check them out right now at pajamagram.com. And listen to this is the best part. When you order today, you'll get free gift packaging. So guys, this means you don't need to wrap a thing. Go beat the holiday rush. Don't worry about fighting crowds off at the stores. Just jump online at pajamagram.com and get your special woman these naturally nude pajamas. It's fast, it's easy, and delivery by Christmas is guaranteed. So go visit pajamagram.com today. That's pajamagram.com, and tell them Heather sent you.
97.1 The Ticket. Traffic.
This report brought to you by Flame Heating and Cooling. Another quiet start to the morning drive. No reports of accidents or delays at this point, but there is a disabled vehicle affecting
turn
the
right
left side
onto
of
South
696
Michigan
westbound
Avenue.
after Van Dyke. Coming up this weekend, 94 is scheduled to close both directions between 75 and Gratiot Avenue in Detroit as part of weekend road work starting at 9 tonight. All ramps in the zone will be closed as well. I'm Michelle Pena with traffic.
4 weeks remain in the NFL season, and no one breaks it all down like Game Day Uncensored. Follow all the games you care about with the insight and analysis you trust. Game Day Uncensored starts Sunday at 9 on 97.1 The Ticket. If your furnace sounds like your toddler repeatedly asking you why, don't hesitate. Call the experts at Flame. That's Flame Heating and Cooling. Go online now to flamefurnace.com or call 888-234-2340. That's 888-234-2340.
At Bell Tire, we start with the lowest tire price, period. Then we make it feel even lower with free lifetime flat repairs, tire rotations, and alignment checks. And then even lower.
In 3/4 of a
0%
mile,
financing for
turn
12
left to
months.
merge onto
We also offer
I-96 east toward
contact-free
Detroit.
experience, including stay-in-your-vehicle service and touch-free transactions. So come see your guy at Bell Tire. He'll give you the lowest tire price, period, and more for your money. Bell Tire. See store at belltire.com for details. Restrictions apply.
Are you a real estate agent, or have you ever thought about becoming a realtor? Hi, it's Mark Z with EXP. We are now hiring. Most realtors struggle because they don't have enough leads, or they work day and night with no retirement plan. I have a solution that includes company stock, residual income, and a great compensation plan. Come learn from the best. Meet Mark Z at joinmarkz.com.
Sometimes in business, the unexpected comes calling. From rent increases to increased orders to, I'm gonna say it, unprecedented times. But don't bounce back. Bounce forward with Comcast Business. Bounce forward fast with internet speeds up to a gig, with the flexibility to update your bandwidth in just a few clicks, and with security solutions that help keep your connected devices protected. Be fast, be flexible, be ready for what's next, and bounce forward with
Use
Comcast
the left
Business.
lane to merge onto
Help your business
I-96
to bounce
east toward
forward with
Detroit.
this amazing offer. Get a powerful and reliable internet and voice solution from Comcast Business, starting at $35 each a month for 24 months for 2 years when you buy both. Call 1-800-501-6000 or go to ComcastBusiness.com today to find out more. Offer ends 12/21/2020. Restrictions apply. Limited to new Comcast Business 35 megabits per second internet and web voice mobility customers. Early termination fee applies. Enrollment in EcoBill and autopay required. Equipment installation, taxes, and fees extra, subject to change.
Enter to win the ultimate home gating party pack that includes a Miller Lite grill, cooler, and cornhole. To enter, text home gating to 20357
miles,
now through the
continue
end of the
straight.
football season. Winners each week in Detroit, presented by Miller Lite. Must be ages 21 or up to enter.
It's such a beautiful night. Look at the stars.
They're amazing. Did you know 20% of stars have planets orbiting them capable of sustaining life?
How did you know that? You must spend a ton of time reading.
Not at all. I use Blinkist.
Blinkist?
Yeah, it's an app that takes key insights from over 4,000 nonfiction bestsellers and gathers them into 15-minute blinks for you to read or listen to. With Blinkist, you can learn the main points of an entire book in just 15 minutes, as opposed to days or weeks.
What kind of books?
Nonfiction books in over 27 categories, from personal development to history, management, investing, philosophy, and more. Books like A Beautiful Mind, The 4-Hour Work Week, Freakonomics, and Sapiens. Blinkist makes it easy to learn about pretty much anything.
Like the stars?
Even the stars.
Right now, radio listeners get 25% off, plus 1 free week when you go to Blinkist.com/grow. To get this special offer, go to Blinkist.com/grow. That's BLINKIST.com/GROW.
Buongiorno. Buonasera. Buonasera. How can I make the most of waiting for my next big vacation?
Translate your questions into goals by investing with Merrill Lynch Self-Directed. It's more accessible than you think, with helpful planning tools plus free online stock and ETF trades, so you can keep practicing your pronunciation. Merrill, a Bank of America company. Visit merrilledge.com/withinreach to get started today.
Investing involves risk. Merrill Lynch, Pierce, Fenner & Smith Incorporated. Registered broker-dealer member SIPC. Other fees may apply. Investment products are not FDIC insured and not bank guaranteed and may lose value.
I bought football tickets for my husband, and now I'm in a football bubble. All I see online are articles I downloaded DuckDuckGo, and I saw a difference right away. Get privacy online with DuckDuckGo.
Your opinion matters. Call D Las Vegas 971 the Ticket Studio at 24539 or stay at the Depot. The home for Detroit sports and
City. It's the Stoney and Jansen program. Stoney back on Monday. Before we get to news, the ticket texters seem to enjoy the interview. What do you guys think?
I enjoyed it.
It was fun.
Yeah, some of the best stories are maybe more for like podcast version, right? I don't necessarily know that we can have them on the air, but maybe we'll work on some of the more risque stories in another version.
People, you should have heard the stories John just told Tom and I off the air. So yeah, let's try to get that in podcast form. I like that idea. Oh my goodness, good stuff. All right, Heather Park, speaking of good stuff, with the news, what's up?
Well, I'm going to start with a little coronavirus news. As coronavirus cases continue to grow across the country, hospitalizations obviously follow, and there's new data that shows at least 200 hospitals have been at full capacity, and a third of all U.S. hospitals are almost out of ICU space. So it's pretty wild. They say across the country, more hospitals are actually running out of healthcare workers as well, and they're forcing some doctors to send patients out of state. So basically, the point of this article is also to show that this impact, the coronavirus pandemic, is having an impact not just on people suffering from COVID, because people who still need to go to the hospital, unfortunately, are running out of space to do so, and it's having an impact on everybody who needs a hospital stay. So it's pretty crazy when you hear those numbers. Sometimes you don't think about it when you're not affected by it, but there are so many people who are suffering from it. So just a little update. This is pretty cool. Arts Beats and Eats raised some much-needed income for struggling Detroit musicians during the whole coronavirus shutdown. So more than $431,000 was raised for nearly 450 artists. They did a bunch of different makeshift concerts and fundraising efforts in August and September, and they called it The Beats Go On, because of course we weren't able to participate in Arts Beats and Eats this year. So that's pretty cool. They raised a ton of money, and the director of Arts Beats and Eats says that he's feeling increasingly upbeat about 2021, and he does think that the state will have the biggest Labor Day festival back in action next year. So
that's very good news.
Yeah.
Because, every little bit helps, obviously.
It does.
And hopefully, I do hold on hope. Like, a year from now, even 6 months from now, is there a chance we're back to normal, somewhat normalcy? I like to dream about it.
A year, I hope. 6 months, I don't know. A year, I hope. I hope so. I don't know. Though. I don't know what to tell you, Jeff. I don't know.
Very reassuring.
I know.
We're back to whatever normal is, but hopefully we can get as close to it as possible.
I just wanted you to put on your epidemiologist hat and tell me good things.
Yeah, I wish I could. This is exciting if you like the winter weather. Winter weather is headed to Michigan. There's a winter storm watch in effect for portions of Michigan beginning on Friday. Oh, Rieger, thumbs down, he's saying. I don't know. This is exciting. We're probably not going to get hit by it here in Metro Detroit, so, just embrace this. There's snow accumulations of 5 to 9 inches possible in northern Michigan through Sunday morning. In mid-Michigan, there's a storm watch as well. Accumulations from 5 to 8 inches. In Metro Detroit, however, don't probably expect too much snow. There is a hazardous weather outlook that's been issued through tonight. I don't see any hazardous weather happening out my window, but I'd love some snow.
I would too. I would love some snow. May actually take a road trip just to see some snow. Deer will be up and moving, so this might be a fun weekend. I got nothing to do tomorrow.
John, we have deer right by the studio here.
I know.
Let's get rid of them.
Well, that's Big Gretchen and Carol Baskins.
Yes.
Those are the deer?
Yeah, those are the deer, yes. But so I can't, now that I've named them, I don't think I can eat them.
Oh, that's the Jansen rule?
Yeah, if you've named them, you can't eat them, but there are plenty more that are unnamed.
I hate to tell you, one skills. Almost got hit by a bus last Friday.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I almost witnessed it. I was rooting for it to get across the street. Mojo was rooting for it to get slaughtered. True story.
All right, so because of COVID, there's a lot of people who have been meeting and dating on Zoom. You know, doing these little Zoom dates. And while sometimes they're actually falling in love over Zoom, they're totally repulsed by that person when they finally get to meet them in real life. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so people who started dating online, doing whether it's Zoom or some other type of video, they're finding that they have no chemistry with that person when they're meeting in real life. And apparently this is very common. There's a therapist that's weighing in on this, and they say videos give us just one view of somebody, and you kind of develop a fantasy about that person, and then when you meet them, your fantasy doesn't live up to what they actually are.
So, but here's, I think, the benefit of the Zoom is you don't have filters, right? So you actually know, or you see the individual that you're supposed to meet, right?
Yes. So yes, they're not. You're not looking at a Snapchat filter or an Instagram filter or like a highly edited photo. At least you know what they look like. You're not surprised by that. But I do think there's probably some tricks people could do to make them look a little. I don't know, to look a little better on the video.
You would think so.
There's gotta be.
Yeah. See, I wish somebody.
Lighting.
It's interesting. So you meet on Zoom, and then you think you know somebody. Yeah, I would turn the lights off. But you think you know somebody, you meet them in real life, and they don't live up to your expectations.
Yeah.
So because you create a fantasy of what that person's like.
Yes.
And then you just walk out on them, right? Rigor.
That's what I do. Yes.
You don't want that, John?
No, but I am dying to. I think next time this happens, I should turn around and interview Rieger.
We'll have to do that after 10 p.m.
That wouldn't be very. I got no stories like you have, but no, very quickly. I was on one of the dating websites. I met a woman. I talked to a woman. I saw pictures of said woman. We hit it off. I went to the Ann Arbor Brewing Company. Happened to see your good buddy Jeff Backus there.
Oh, okay.
Eating with his wife or girlfriend. And the bottom line is this woman looked nothing like she said she was. Her pictures were a sham. So I said I had to go to the bathroom, and I walked out of the date. And everybody got so offended when I told the story. No, she lied to me.
Was this before the appetizers or after? I mean,
We ordered.
Left her with the bill
You
too.
left her with the bill and
No, I left some money, I think. I can't remember at this point, but maybe. She must have not been into me, because it's not like she texted me at any point saying, Jeff, you've been in there a while, are you okay? This must happen to a hot lot to her.
So you went to the bathroom, but you left the 20 spot on the table, said, I'll be right back.
By the way, just in case I don't come back, I just want to make sure dinner's covered. Yes.
So I saw this next story and I thought of you, John. So if you get some bad Christmas gifts this year, and we all typically end up with at least one gift we don't really want, there's a company, Right Brand Bacon, okay? And they're giving people the chance to exchange bad Christmas gifts for bacon.
Genius.
Right? So John, I thought of you. So this is starting on December 30th. There's a whole bunch of rules you can check out. You basically just post a photo of the gift that you don't want on social media. You use the hashtag #BaconGiftSwap, and you have to kind of explain why you'd rather have bacon than that gift. And they're going to choose somebody to get bacon for a year. So you're not just getting like a packet of bacon. You're getting bacon for the year in exchange for your bad gift.
So this doesn't even, like, you don't even need a bad gift for this. You just need to measure, is this gift as good as the bacon they're going to send me? Like, that's the trade, or the possibility of getting bacon for a year. I mean, there's a lot of gifts I would give, even if I liked them, for bacon for a year.
Yeah, pretty cool. And then there is a study, of course, with this article about the worst gifts you could receive on Christmas. So if you're still shopping, avoid these gifts. Avoid an ugly sweater, a necktie, coffee mug, scarf, robe, candle, socks, and weird jewelry.
Crap, I gotta reshop.
I mean, I would take a candle. It smells good. I don't think that's an awful gift. I like candles.
Not the candle that smells like the individuals, though?
Yes, I don't. Well, Drake might smell very good. I wouldn't want maybe your individual scents, but a Drake candle could be okay.
That's very offensive.
Well, what was your? If you had a candle, Ringer, what would your smell like?
If
here on behalf of Southfield Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. I've got to tell you what my friends at Southfield Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram are doing this holiday season. This is special, so make sure you pay attention. We all know what a tough year 2020 has been for all of us. But some of us know some people who have really been affected this year. Maybe they lost their job, they can't afford food for their family, or maybe they don't have any transportation to get them around. The team at Southfield Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram wants to help. They've partnered up with us to provide one very lucky family a brand new Chrysler Pacifica and a year's worth of groceries from Kroger this holiday season. So if you know someone who really needs help, please log on to 971 The Ticket to nominate a family in need. And if you're in the market for a new car, wouldn't you rather get a vehicle from a dealership
In
that
10
really
miles,
cares about
take
their
exit
community?
163 onto I-696 East toward Port
is
Huron.
for everyone. Get a 2021 Ram 1500 for as low as $299 a month. Experience the Southfield difference today. All roads and all towns lead to Southfield Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram at 11.5 in Telegraph.
Hall Financial. Call Hall Financial and get pre-approved for your new home today. We're even going to connect you with a top realtor in your area. At Hall Financial, our goal is to get you into your new home as quick and as easy as possible. Get started now. Go to davidhallmortgage.com.
You decided to upgrade your outdoor deck. So you ordered the essentials. A power washer, a set of patio chairs, and a shiny new grill. And you use your Bank of America Cash Rewards credit card, choosing to earn 3% cash back on online shopping and up to 5.25% as a preferred rewards member, which you put towards your most essential deck addition, a bird feeder. Apply for yours at bankofamerica.com/more-rewarding. Copyright 2020, Bank of America Corporation.
What's in store this holiday at Staples?
Gifts and packages shipped with care.
So you can relax knowing they'll soon be there.
Now at Staples, save 25% on UPS expedited shipping services.
Plus, take up to 30% off select shipping supplies, like boxes, tape, and padded mailers.
Shop in store or get it same day with Instacart.
And save on holiday shipping at Staples.
In-store only. Offers end 1/2/21. See store for details. Instacart not available on shipping services. Fees, taxes, additional terms, and/or tips may apply. Delivery subject to availability. Microban 24 protects against Staphylococcus aureus and Enterobacter aerogenes bacteria, but does not provide 24-hour protection against viruses. Every time you touch a surface, you leave behind bacteria. To keep surfaces sanitized all day, use Microban 24 sanitizing spray. Spray on hard surfaces to kill 99.9% of viruses and bacteria initially, including the virus that causes COVID-19. Once dry, Microban 24 sanitizing spray is effective for 24 hours on bacteria when used as directed.
Advance is helping you get your engine ready for the road this holiday season with the right oil, the right filter, at the right price every day. Get 5 quarts of full synthetic Mobil 1, Valvoline, Castrol Edge, or Pennzoil Platinum with the Mobil 1 oil filter for just $33.99. Plus, this holiday season, get a $25 NBA store gift card and 2 times speed first points instantly with the purchase of 5 quarts of Mobil 1. Advance your auto at Advance Auto Parts and participating CarQuest locations. See store for details.
This hour of instant feedback brought to you by Mike Capura of National Benefit Plans. For affordable health insurance, call 877-734-2200.
97.1 The Ticket and CBS Sports Radio 1270. Your homes for the NFL on Westwood One. The Cleveland Browns host the Baltimore Ravens. Monday Night Football. Pre-game at 7:30 on 97.1 The Ticket.
Time of day on a Friday. It's the Stoney and Jansen Picks Week 14, Week 13 recap. John, hell of a week, 4-1. Greg, hell of a week, 4-1. Stoney was 3-2. Tom, so sad, 2-3. For the season, Stoney's 41-24 in first place. Greg 36-29 in second place. Tom and John are both 32-33, 9 games back. Tied for third place. Are you guys ready? Here we go. Game number.
Wait. You said we had terrible records.
You guys are letting Stoney win.
Okay.
Jeff, Stoney is over 60%. Do you know how good that is? A professional bettor would kill to hit that percentage.
You know Tom is serious when he enunciates like that. It's very serious. Listen,
All you're going to say, you're at fool when you say the things that you say.
Wow, he's very, the I'm saying is you guys are 9 games back.
Yeah.
It's impossible for you to come back.
Because he's betting better than a professional bettor.
He is what you might call having a...
Greg's doing great as well.
Or you guys just aren't betting good enough.
He's having a dandy season.
There we go. Great use of the word dandy. All right, game number 1. Here we go. Navy at Army. Army getting 7.5 points. We're going to start with the man not here, Stoney. All right, I think we know who he's taking. Let's go to Tom.
You got to take the points here, don't you? I mean,
No.
yeah, you do. It's a rivalry game. You know, these two teams love to run and just close, low scoring. 14-7. Come on, I'll take that hook. Give me Navy.
John, what do you think?
I'm taking Army. Army has, I'm sorry, I think it's Navy has used 6 different quarterbacks this year. Army has found a way to gain over 300 yards on the ground. They will possess the ball. They will dominate this game, and it's not going to be a blowout, but a blowout in this game is 21-7, 21-10. That's where our Army's going to be.
Greg.
Yeah, I will go with what our late friend Jamie Sanderson would always say. Is this game being played on land or at sea? It is once again being played on land and on campus at Army. Plus, I think the better team ends up just winning this game and winning this game out by a lot. Army's 7-2, Navy's 3-6. Give me Army.
Ooh, I like that. I got stats. Army only lost to Cincinnati by 10 points. I'm going to take Army to cover. There you go. Game number 2, Michigan State at Penn State. The Nittany Lions getting 14.5. John Jansen, what do you say?
I'm going to take the Nittany Lions in this one simply because they're at home. Michigan State, I'm just not a believer that they
In
can
2 miles,
produce much
take exit
on offense. We saw
163 onto
flashes
I-696 east toward Fort
really
Huron.
good, explosive playmaking ability last week against Ohio State, but there was only about one flash. Jahan Dotson goes off. Sean Clifford finds a rhythm, doesn't turn the ball over. I'm going to take Penn State in this game.
What do you say, Greg?
You know, I was going to go with Penn State, even if it is minus 14.5 for them. Then I realized I'm picking this year's Penn State team. Plus, Michigan State's going with the Gruff Sparty helmets. Give me the Spartans.
Tom Milliken.
You know what? I think this is the toughest game of the week to pick because it's hard to trust Penn State in this spot. But I truly believe Penn State's a little bit better than what their record is. You know, I think the Indiana game really snowballed them, and they've kind of picked it up. And there's a stat I found that decided this game for me, and I'm going to go Penn State. They've given up less than 300 yards 4 times. And Michigan State's offense is anemic. I'm going to take the Nittany Lions in a 27-10 type game.
Well said.
The Godfather, Mike Stone.
You hear that one a lot. Oh my goodness, it gives me a headache when I hear
Use
that.
the left 2 lanes to take exit 163 onto I-696 east toward Fort Huron.
Sparty doesn't win, but Gruff Sparty covers. Game number 3, Steelers at the Bills. Bills giving 2.5 points. We're going to start with Tom Milligan.
All right. I'll lay it down here a little bit. I'm very confident. It's show me
Continue.
week, okay? And the next 2 games are show me week. And who do you trust? It's December. I trust the Steelers. I don't trust the Bills.
Use
Give me
the
the
left 2
Steelers.
lanes to keep left onto I-696 east toward Southfield.
Other way and say, you know what? The trend is that I can't trust the Steelers. Ben Roethlisberger, that offense, they haven't been able to find a consistent run game all season. The injuries continue to mount on the defensive side, but then you look at Buffalo and you say, okay, well, they're averaging almost 28 points a game. They over almost 400 yards a game. And Josh Allen, he can find so many different ways. And keep an eye on that offensive coordinator, Brian Daboll, who continues to find creative ways to use Josh Allen through the air, on the ground. I'm taking the Buffalo Bills in this matchup.
The public address announcer of West Bloomfield High School.
Oh, my God.
That's amazing. Oh, I think he's going with the Bills. Buffalo Bill. Oh, yes. Great movie. Silence of the Lambs.
Can you imagine Stoney dancing like him? I actually can.
Yeah, I can too. Doing like this.
I try not to.
Yeah.
round a few picks later. Plus, it gave Brian Drew, their quarterback, renewed confidence that he is their guy. I'll take the Browns.
He's not the governor of the state of Michigan, but he's the governor of this radio station, Tom Milligan.
All right, we're going back to the same card. Trust 2.0. Give me the Ravens in December. I don't trust Baker Mayfield yet. And this is the Ravens season here. The Ravens come in and punch him in the face. I'll take the Ravens.
Mr. Michigan, John Jansen.
I wish that you guys would pay a little bit closer attention to the In the Trenches segment, because last week, what did I talk about? I talked about one of the best offensive lines in the NFL, and this week I am telling you, they are the best offensive line in the NFL. Conklin, Hubbard, Treader, Antonio, Wills for the Cleveland Browns. They will dominate this Baltimore Ravens front. They will be able to do whatever they want with Kareem Hunt. Baker Mayfield will have all the time in the world. I'm taking the Browns, and I'm taking them big.
He takes part in Zoom press conferences on his vacation. Stoney.
Sports Lounge inside MGM Grand Detroit.
Stay in the left
We'll take
three
that
lanes.
kind of bet. but they'll take just about any other bet out there. The BetMGM Sports Lounge offers up live betting windows where you get personal service and help if you're new to the game. Or you can go to one of the easy-to-use self-service kiosks anytime and do it yourself. And don't forget, we got online sports betting coming to Michigan. It's going to come within weeks. And when that happens, you got access at home, just a couple clicks away from placing your favorite bets. Whether you live and breathe sports, or you're just looking to place a wager on your favorite team, the BetMGM Sports Lounge inside MGM Grand Detroit will take single game bets, parlays, props, future bets, teasers, and so much more. There's no better place in Michigan to celebrate the return of major sports. And don't forget, the BetMGM Sports Lounge is an awesome place to watch games. So when they open back up, that's the place you need to be. Get ready to believe in your game again. The BetMGM Sports Lounge inside MGM Grand Detroit. Must be 21 or older.
97.1 The Ticket. Traffic.
This report brought to you by the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services. Looking at another quiet drive around the area this morning. Accident-free so far, light traffic volumes as usual. Now coming up this weekend, 94 east and westbound is scheduled to close from 75 to Gratiot Avenue in Detroit as part of weekend road work starting at 9 tonight. The 75 north and southbound and the Lodge north and southbound ramps to eastbound 94 will be closed. I'm Michelle Penny with traffic.
Relive 2008's Michigan football game against Florida tomorrow at 11 on 97.1 The Ticket. As we continue to face COVID-19, we're now facing flu season. So to protect us all, let's hit this virus head on. Get your flu vaccine. Learn more at michigan.gov/flu. Message from the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services.
This Radio.com Sports Minute is brought to you by Home
Its student heart check program detected over 150 student athletes who needed a follow-up with a cardiologist to ensure they have a healthy heart. Make time to have your child checked. Contact the Ernst Cardiovascular Center at Beaumont Hospital in Royal Oak.
The only way you can take 97.1 The Ticket with you is the radio.com app. Download it today and listen to us anytime, anywhere. In the Trenches with John Jensen. Powered by BetQL. Bet smarter and beat the books. Download the BetQL app
Take exit
today or
11B
visit
towards Schoolcraft Avenue at
BetQL.com.
Plymouth Road.
Well, you heard the big voice, and he's right. In the Trenches with John Jansen. John.
Well, Mr. Rieger, I don't know if you heard, I did reference it earlier about last week's In the Trenches, and I talked about the Cleveland Browns offensive line. And this is a team 3 years ago that went 0-16. How did they find a way to be successful, to get a winning record, to have the number one rush game, to have a quarterback in Baker Mayfield that's not a great quarterback, but he has positioned them to be in striking range of the playoffs and even get a playoff win. Now, I don't know how far they go, but it's because of their offensive line, right? They have the best offensive line in the NFL. I know that the Detroit Lions, their offensive line has been maligned as of late, giving up 5 sacks against the Carolina Panthers that I think coming into that game, they had only given up like 9 all season long. Hasn't been a great run until last week against the Chicago Bears. They played as good of a game up front as I've seen them play all season long, and it was highlighted by one play. And one of my buddies, who was a former NFL player, played in Oregon, Jeff Schwartz.
Use
does
the
a
right
lot of
lane
work
to
with
take
the
exit
NFL
11B
Network.
towards
Great on
Schoolcraft
Twitter.
Avenue
Yeah,
at Plymouth
and he
Road.
actually found this clip. He clipped it out and he put it out there. So if you want to see it, go to Jeff Schwartz's Twitter page. And Frank Ragnow on Akeem Hicks. He got into him, got underneath his pads, drove him about 7 or 8 yards down the field, made a slight left turn, and decided to bury him in the ground. That was
Take the exit,
very
then
indicative
turn right
of
onto Schoolcraft
the way
Avenue.
the offensive line played last week. And there is no better feeling for an
At the
offensive
light,
lineman. I
turn
know that
right
there was an
onto
article
Schoolcraft
recently
Avenue.
written about the block and about Frank Ragnow and what he means to this team and the energy that provides his line mates. When you have a play like that, your teammates, while they may not see it, they can feel it because
quarter
you
mile,
feel
turn
it when
right onto
somebody
Glastonbury Avenue.
absolutely manhandles another individual and they bury him on the ground. You hear the skirmish that ensues because Akeem Hicks thinks that, oh, he somehow did something wrong to me. No, he just kicked your ass. That's what he did. And it is exciting for an offensive lineman. Well, how does that happen? How does he steer him like that? I used to think of the pads, the breastplate of the opponent's shoulder
Turn
pads
right
as a
onto
steering wheel.
Glastonbury Avenue.
And their
Then the
body weight
destination
tells
is on
me
your right.
exactly where they want to go. I'm not going to fight them. I'm going to take them where they want to go. Akeem Hicks was on his heels. He decided that, I'm going to try and swim to his right, Frank Ragnow's left. Frank Ragnow felt it. He had a hold of that steering wheel, so he just took him over there and decided to put him on the back of his head. It was amazing. And I have one question for you, Jeff Rieger. What is the most amazing thing that you could do in your life that you just think,
The destination is on your right. 14040
Do a show with
Glastonbury
you for
Avenue.
5 days.
Arrived.
Well, you've conquered the world.